Up doing my spady spades. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode. I greet you with the word love, and I'm hoping you're feeling blessed because you are. You're blessed. We are blessed to experience another day. Let's get right off into it. It's pain. It's pain keeping you from love. Remember years ago when you wanted to give your heart to that special someone. You were so romantic. Oh, you used to pamper him, you used to cater to him. Remember you waking up and cooking him breakfast in bed. Remember you just loved to pamper him. You do his toes and nails. The guy wake up, his toes, nails done. Remember the candlelight dinners that you prepared. Remember the bubble baths. Remember making bubble baths and soft music. Your favorite love songs playing with maybe candlelights around the tub. Remember when that one you wanted to give your all to. Remember when he would take a shower. He didn't have to reach for a towel. Remember he didn't have to reach for a towel. Remember when he stepped out of the shower, you had a towel for him and you dried him off passionately, tenderly. However, those days are gone. The romance is gone. Now when you spend time, is the time spent is company. And then if y'all decide to please one another, it's pretty much you get yours and you feel, hey, you go get yours and he go get his. Things have changed. And let me speak why things have changed for a lot of women. Over the years, women has come from environments, most women, by the time they was in junior high, they were getting hit on. Some women were getting hit on by grown men because they were starting to develop into a woman. So early in life, you 12, 13, you being hit on not by high school men, grown men. Already, you're feeling unsafe. You're feeling uneasy because you're naive to how aggressive and how persistent men could be when it comes to women or young ladies' anatomy. So you're feeling uneasy. You're 12, 13, and grown men, I ain't talking high school men, grown men are pursuing you. Now you're in high school, and here it is. You're giving yourself to someone, and it don't work out. You're in high school. Some women go off into college. They try love again, and it don't work out. Graduate from college, now you're off into your career path. And now you're engaged with, your employer or employees or supervisors, management. And you're giving your all and you're let down. Now you decide, hey, maybe I'm setting the bar a little too high. Maybe I'm going to lower my standards a little bit. So you mess with a young man that he don't have what you have. Maybe he's not making the type of money you're making. Maybe he's out of jail. However, you're trying to support his dreams. You support him. You build him up. Only to be let down. Only to be hurt again. So women, if this sound like your story, please understand that God can heal you. See, a lot of times women will go through the process, but they don't go through the thorough process of healing. It's a thorough process of healing where God heals you and then he protects you and he keep you from going through it again. See, when you're totally healed, your love get better. So all the romantic experience that you had when you was a baby, 18, 19, the candlelight dinners, that only get better when you're healed. See, sometimes we get stronger, but we ain't totally healed. Sometimes your coping mechanism can have you cope through all the experience you've been through, all the negativity. However, you're still not 100% healed. Because when you're 100% healed, you can do all the romance and you can do everything greater. Because what you do, you fall down on your knees and you ask God to heal. You ask God to be tender towards your wounds. You ask God to treat your wounds, treat your spirit that's been broken. Whether you've been abused physically, whether you've been abused mentally, psychologically. No matter how you've been abused, you ask God to totally heal because he will do it. And then after you ask him to totally heal you, then you ask God to protect you from the evil deeds of men, from the evil deeds of the lies, of the selfishness of men. However, you have to stay in prayer and you have to constantly ask God for the Holy Spirit to lead you. Then you have to ask God to show you the foul men that mean you no good. You must do this. However, if you don't do this, you will not get back to that innocent, pure, and heart love. God can heal you. He can deliver you from all the pain that you've experienced from a little girl at 12, 13, 14 to whatever age you are now. You have to give it all, not cope with it. They say whatever don't kill you make you stronger. And that is true. However, you have to seek God with all your heart and ask God to heal every wound. Because if you're not healed, any little experience could cause that pain to resurface. And you don't want that pain to resurface on someone that's not deserving of it. You want that pure in heart, that innocent love. When someone comes into your life, you want to start off with that pure in heart, giving them the opportunity and giving yourself the opportunity to experience true love. And this can only happen if you ask God to heal you. All right, my spady spades. This conclude this lesson. I hope, and I hope and pray, and I hope you fall down on your knees. If this is something you're battling, you have to give it. You really have to give it to God. Then after you give it to God, you have to ask God to protect you from all the evil deeds of men that mean you no good. Ask God to show you them expediently. Ask God to show you them fast and make it plain where even a child can understand. And then, most of all, ask God to teach you to love beautifully. All right, my spady spades. Hey, this was mostly for the women. However, I'll come back with something for the men another time. Hey, but I wish you love and happiness in my spady spades. No matter what you're going through, continue to love.